This is the gaming video that I created, and I just want to show you a few things here and how I created them. So just here, I die for no reason. Then I add a bit of entertaining music, and I grab my face and make an expression. Like, what the fuck, right? So, you know, you can do something like that as well. And then I added a little flower effect on my head. So I just went to effects, and then I just picked the first effect. I don't know why I put flower. I didn't even know that was flowers. I thought it was like bubbles or something, but it just ended up being flowers. So it's a bit weird, but who cares? It's funny. So that's how I added that. And then there was like a random moment where I found this guy in the hedge, right? So I decided to add some strange music. So yeah, you can add some strange music, make it a bit funny. Then you'll see here I have a stinger, and I'm trying to shoot down a chopper. And then I went to get another stinger from the back of the car, but it ended up being an RPG.
Why is it an RPG?
Right?
I know.
So I added that little smiley effect, that little weird face, saying like, why is it an RPG, right?
Let's see. Oh, why is it an RPG?
That transition is in the wrong spot. It came in a bit earlier than that, right?
Why is it an RPG? Yeah.
It's there, see?
Wait, I know why.
And then I added in a video of me saying, I know why, right? So just make it a bit more entertaining, keep people interested, and then moves on to me with the RPG. It's a bit delayed. I don't know why it's a bit delayed. I think it's because I'm recording in OBS as well. So it's a bit delayed, but yeah, I shot him, and then I added in a laughing effect, right? So I just went to audio, typed in laughing, and then I added that in and had me there with an evil laugh after getting someone with an RPG. Then the guy that I killed decided to change teams and insult me. Couldn't show you here properly because it's delayed because I'm doing a lot with my computer at the moment, but see how I zoom in? It doesn't look pixelated. On the finished video, it doesn't look pixelated like this. It looks very clear. You can see the name properly and everything. But I did a zoom effect here so people could see that this guy come into my team. So how I did that is I went into effects up here, and I typed in zoom, right? Zoom in. And then I clicked on, I think it was slow zoom. And then after I selected slow zoom, it allowed me to scale the zoom into a certain position into on my videos. So I could go in bottom left hand corner, zoom in right there. So you can do that. I won't show you how to do that because it's just a long process doing all of that, but you can figure out how to do that. So you just use the zooming effect and go from there. And then after that, I added in some...
That's funny as.
So I got me there laughing a bit, and then after that I changed straight away to the next transition, which is me hacking, changing to hacker to try and change teams so I could go troll this guy. And I added in an effect, like a glitch effect on my screen. You can see the glitch effect. So that was easy as well. I just typed in glitch up here, and it gave me, there's like all these glitch effects, right? There's this one, there's look at this one, like there's so many cool glitch effects, right? You know, you got video effect, and then you've got body effect, and I don't even know what these things are, but there's so many different effects that you can, I feel that you can change the whole background or something. So, you know, there's all these effects, and then there's this guy here where we're trolling each other, jumping around. It's a bit delayed, sorry guys, but yeah, he got, I don't know how, but he blew up at the front of the truck. And then when that happened, I added in that funny music, and then I put in some like weird bubble effect on my head, so it zooms in on my head. It automatically zoomed. It automatically, with AI, it found a face or my head in the video, and then it did this funny bubble effect on my head, as you can see here, which I thought was pretty cool. So after that, then I just transitioned to like intense music with shooting, and made like a quick montage at the end to keep people entertained. You know, I had to change the music a bit. The music changed from there, and then it moved into this kind of music. Alright, so that's how I created that gaming video and made it, you know, more entertaining than what it could have been. Instead of just recording a video, instead of just recording gameplay and showing gameplay, that's very boring. You know, unless you're like a really great player and you really know your commentary, and I mean, you can do that and make it very engaging. And you know, if people just come to watch that, then that's great. But if you want to make things like a bit more entertaining for people, this is how to do it. Use CapCut. CapCut is an amazing piece of software, and I highly recommend it. It's so easy to use, and I can just tell I'm going to have a lot of fun editing now with this. Whereas before, using Adobe Premiere, it was just daunting. It was just like, I don't mean to be an ass. I don't mean to talk crap about Adobe. Adobe's amazing. They make amazing software, but it's for like extreme experts, you know, like you need to be so technically savvy. Well, I am pretty technically savvy, but you need to be very extremely technically savvy, and you have to been using that software for a very long time to be able to effectively use it. Yeah, and for me, I just prefer a lot more. I just prefer an easier experience where I can just search my effect, find it, add it to the timeline, and that's it. So just the way they've done everything in this software, it's amazing. Like I highly recommend it, especially for beginners. And if you want to bring your video editing up to the next level and you're finding it hard, use CapCut. This is actually free, guys. You can get this for free. So start free, start learning it. There's so many things on this software that I want to show you right now that make it so much easier to use than Adobe. Plus it's cheaper. It's $14. It's 14 Australian dollars per month, whereas Adobe Systems is like, I don't know, it's you get more software. You get Photoshop and everything. Photoshop is great. I use Photoshop, and that's the only reason why I still basically pay for Adobe Systems. But yeah, this video software is just much better than Adobe Premiere, and I think Adobe Premiere need to up their game and make it much more like this piece of software. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in and show you how to use CapCut to edit a basic video. So right now I'm in the mainframe of the CapCut software. So we want to create a new project. It'll bring you to this page here. So all you need to do is find your video, drag your video project in. For me, I just made a quick short video on OBS, how to back OBS up. So what we need to do now is we need to get rid of all the crap out of the video. So there's a few mistakes that I made when I was talking. There was a bit of silence that needs to be taken out. As you can see here, if I zoom in, you'll see, look, there's silent. There's a whole gap there. There's all this silence. So what we want to do is get rid of all the silence and all of the unnecessary stuff out of the video. So all we do here is we drag it down, then we look for this button here called Pro. Click on that. It will analyze everything. You might have to go through another process when you first do this, but I've got it set up now. So it analyzes everything. It looks for repeats. It looks for paused frames. It gets rid of the silence. It takes out the ums and the ahs, which is what I'm doing right now. But yeah, so as you can see here, it has found filler words. So filler words are like ums and ahs and just words that you don't really want in your video. It's found a pause for 1.8 seconds. You can see there's a lot of things here that I would have had to manually go through and cut out, and that can take hours depending on how long your video is, but it can take a very long time to do all of that. So this has just used AI to automatically snippet all of these things out of your video. You can select them or unselect them, so if you want to leave them in or leave them out, it's up to you. You can also select other things that you want to take out. So, you know, if I want this sentence taken out, I can take that out as well. So basically, after you've selected everything that you want here, you go down to create compound clip. So it creates it in one complete clip, and then you don't have a whole heap of split up clips. You can create it without that, so you just have lots of splits in your timeline, but for me, I just want it as one video. I'm going to create compound clip and delete all of the unnecessary stuff. As you can see, it took out like 30 seconds to a minute of the video that didn't need to be in the video. So, and now we can go through and we can watch the video and make sure everything is in order and the way it should be. So as you can see, there's still a gap here at the start, so we will need to split that. So how we do that is we hit this, we drag this, we select over the area we want to select, which is just there, and we hit split. Then we click on this front part of the video that we don't want and we hit delete, and now we have a great start to the video. So hi guys, welcome to the video today. So what we can do is we can put in an arrow people can basically see, but we can make it even more visual friendly for them to be able to see what we're actually doing. So we can come up here to stickers and we can type in something like arrow, and you'll see a whole heap of arrows. So I like this one here because it moves. But yeah, depending on whether you've got Pro or not, there is the free version of this, and you should be able to find arrows that are free, but I've got the Pro version, so I get all these extra things, that extra versions of arrows that you would normally get. So all we need to do is grab that, click and hold onto it, and then drag it down into the area that we want to drag it down into. So once it's on the screen up here, all we have to do is just move it over a little bit. Probably want to make it a little bit smaller, so do there, and software, go to file, there's that row. See, it's pointing exactly where I want it to point. Settings folder stops when I want it to stop. Your settings folder will pop up here. Another arrow, so this one here, and yeah, that looks good how it is. Studio should be highlighted. Move that over a little bit like that. Highlighted. If not, you can. There, I stopped for a very long time and I had to find a file. But because we took out all of the things that we didn't need, it went straight to the point. For a second. There, and you should have all of your settings back. Alright guys, hope this helped. So I'm going to cut it there because I know that's where I want to end the video, because I just rambled on for a bit. So we split that again, click the rest of the video and get rid of that. So what I want to do now is I haven't actually made an end to my video, so I want an ending for my video. Editing. Alright, so I've got another video here that I just want the end of this video. So what I'm going to do is drag it on top and then go to the very end, and here, see, as you can see, I have my subscribe then watch another video photo, and I also have the thank you and asking them to subscribe. So right there is where I want to split it. Cut that, get rid of this, then hold down Control and scroll back and you will zoom out. Drag your video over, and we want to place this at the end of our video. So scroll Control and scroll back in and it will zoom in. If not, you can just use this to zoom in and out over here. But yeah, so that's the end of the video, and then this happens. And then if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and see you next time. So there's another thing that I did with the subscribe button, and that's called tracking. So all you do is you get like a sticker, and then you can track it to your hand or something like that. So I'll show you how I did that. I've already done it, but I'll do it again so you can see. So what you do is first of all, you want to look for the sticker, and let's just make it a smiley face. Which one's good? Let's grab this one. That's a pretty big smiley face. Alright, we need to make it smaller. So what we're going to do is just place this smiley face, really small smiley face, about here next to the subscribe button. And then we want to go over to the right hand side here while the smiley face is selected and click on tracking. motion tracking, click on motion tracking, and we want to go both, so whatever way your hand moves, it will track with it. After you've clicked on motion tracking and you've selected both, you want to grab this box and enlarge it over your hand so it tracks wherever your hand goes. After you've done that, click on start. It will track your hand when it moves.
And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.
As you can see, there's a smiley face. I'll show you again.
If you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.
Alright, so the smiley face stayed in there for a bit longer than I wanted it to, so we'll make it drop out a bit less.
And see you next time.
Okay, so it disappeared just before. So yeah, you can move this back or forth just here to be able to make the duration longer or shorter. Alright, so that is how you do a bit of motion tracking. That's how you add some arrows into your video. That's how you shorten your video and get rid of all the things in your video that you don't really want. You can also add other effects. So I'll just show you here. Alright, we can add another call effect in to me when my face comes in. So we'll go to effects and I'll show you effects. So let's just do this one where I explode into some type of cool fusion.
This video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.
See that? You can make it longer or shorter as well. So you come back over here to effect and you can make it come in at a different time,
and see you next time.
So there I explode. Well, I don't explode, but there's like a cool effect as I'm ending and then going into the subscribe picture.
And see you next time.
So yeah, that's one effect. If we want to take that off, we can just come back over here to this undo, and we can undo everything. So I had to undo it a few times because I changed it, but because I edited the effect. But yeah, so it's back to normal now with just the smiley face,
and see you next time.
And the subscribe button. So yeah, there's lots of effects here. They have so many. A lot of them, most of them are pro, but you can get free ones. Like here's a free one here, right? There's another free one there. There's a lot of free ones. Like, you know, this whole software is free. It's amazing. You get so much value just for a free version. So you can get on here and you can start learning how to use this software. And if you like it, then upgrade. It's only $14 a month. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go through and purchase that. That helps me out as well and my channel. So I really appreciate that if you do that. Yeah, what else can I show you? So we've got sound as well, we've got audio. So there's a lot of cool things. We have like sound effects. So let's just put like a sound effect on the arrow or something, right? So how can we do that? What can I come up with here? Clicking sound, right? So if there's a clicking sound that we can use, and clicking. Okay, so there's nothing for, okay, clicking keyboard. Does it have something like that? Here we go. Computer, that's not really what we want. That's not what we want. What else have we got here? Clicking button. So that's what we want. Clicking button sound. So just come and drag it down. It'll go at the bottom here. So we need to zoom in so we can edit a little bit more. I don't know why it's in Chinese, but no biggie. Sound's a sound. Doesn't really matter what language it is. So yeah, go there and you see.
Go to file.
See how the click sound comes in as soon as we click on here?
Software, go to File, click on Show Settings folder. Your settings folder will pop up here. Then all you need to do is click at the top on.
So yeah, we can grab this clicking sound again and put it in there.
Just click at the top on roaming. This file here, OBS dash.
We can put it in there as well.
Dash Studio should be highlighted. If not, you can.
It's a bit ridiculous. I don't know. Like, would you really want to watch that with all those clicks? But you get the gist of it. You can add sound effects in, and you can make it more interesting for the viewer. So there's also music. You know, a lot of people might get bored with watching this video. They might want some soft music in the background. So Technology. Let's just type in technology, see if we've got some technology music. That sounds cool. So just get that and we'll drag that down. Now, all this stuff makes a huge difference when you're making a video, and that's almost the whole length of the video as well. And what we can do is we can just see how this goes down, the volume goes down. What we can do is we can bring it back. No, we don't want to do that. We can bring it back so the volume's still up, and then we can drag this down again, and it's like it never changed. So we need to do that for the start here as well. And they may not even notice that there's a transition there.
What you need to do is copy again from your backup. So you just copy from.
See, it still continues the beat. It's great. So we need to lower the volume. So how do we lower the volume? There's a little line here. So we want to move it down to probably 20 decibel, 20.7 decibels. There it is there.
Your files. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it again. My file's there, I just did it.
Alright, so you can hear me talk. If you want to add a perfect volume so you can hear the speaker talking and you can still hear the music in the background as well. Similar with gaming, you still want to be able to hear all the sound effects and the commentary a lot more than what you want to be able to hear the music. Unless you've just went straight to like an action-packed thing where you want the music to be a little bit louder. But yeah, that's basically how you add music. So we want this music to sort of gain in, and then at the end, I'll show you, see how this sound still keeps going? What we want to do is we'll drag this all the way back to there, and then see there's a little dial in the middle. We want to grab that dial and we want to bring it back so it fades out. See how it's doing that? How it's transitioning the sound so it's lower and it fades out. That is such a great addition. Like, you can't do that type of stuff on Adobe. It's just, you can, but it's so technical to be able to figure out how to do that. You have to go through all these settings, and you can't just like drop and drag. And this is so much more user friendly to be able to make things work the way you want it to work. It's all visual. I'm visual. I don't know about you, but I'm visual. I like to visually do things. I don't like to go through 100 settings to be able and look at a bunch of numbers to be able to change something so simple. I like to be able to visually move something on the screen and change it. So yeah, you can see here.
You can just delete that, and then if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.
So yeah, here at the end of my YouTube channel, what I do is I add in I think it's called cards at the end of my video, and it shows a video here and a video here, and then my subscribe thing in the middle. If you want a copy of this picture here for the end of your YouTube videos, I don't mind. I might make a video about that or something, or drop a file somewhere for people to access this so they can grab a copy of it. So just let me know if you want a copy of that, and I'll try and hook you up. Alright, so what have we covered? We've covered how to fix the media, the audio, some effects, some stickers. We haven't done any transitions. So there's a transition that we want to do right here. See how it goes from the screen to me. We want to put in a transition in there. So as you see, it's just,
if you like this video,
it just goes straight to me. So we don't want that. We want it to like pop in and look really cool. So what have we got here? What transitions do we have? This one looks cool, so let's go with that one. So we grab that, and then we put the transition into this little gap here, and then this is what it looks like.
And then if you like this video, don't forget to hit the,
see the transition? Not a bad transition.
and then if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.
All these little things add up. They make a big difference in your video. If the viewer is just seeing simple video that you've made where you've cut things and then like you've split your video up and it goes from one thing to the other without any transitions, without any effects, without any arrows, without any sound effects, without any music in the background, it's just a boring video. I mean, yeah, they may want to watch it because it's an interesting video and you've captured the viewer and you've given them something that they want, but go that extra effort, like put in this extra effort and do all of this. See, with me with Adobe, I didn't know how to do all of this stuff. It was so difficult for me to figure out how to do such a simple thing. And the learning process was just, it was too much for me to be able to, it was too technical and too much for me to be able to do something simple, like add a transition or a title, you know. So, you know, that's another thing that we might want to do as well at the start here. We might want to add in an introduction title. So I haven't actually figured out how to do that yet because I'm kind of new to the software, but for the most part, I figured out a lot of things already in this software to be able to make my videos look great. So here, I think we just add some text, right? I think we can add some subtitles too. So I'll show you how to add some subtitles. So we'll just add some text, right? Some simple text at the start. What do we want? Let's just go with this, right? Bring this down, make it larger, double click on it, and it will highlight it up here. So we want to call this Backup OBS Settings. So it's probably too big right now. So we want to make it smaller. And this is how the video will start, right?
Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how to back up and restore your OBS settings. So
Alright, so that's the intro. We can add effects to it as well. So, you know, there's an effect. Let's go with this one. I don't worry about that, but you can see, right, there's a whole heap here. You've got all different styles of text that you can put on the screen. So,
hi guys, welcome to...
We'll just leave it at that, backup OBS settings. And what we want to do is auto add captions. So we can go, actually, we don't want this text here anymore because the auto captions are going to override that and go over the top of it, and it will just look stupid. So we want to create captions for our video. So how we do that is we go up to the top right here, we click on text, and then we go to auto captions. So you can translate any language that you want. So let's just say let's just say I'm speaking in Arabic, right, and I want to put all of the captions on the screen in Chinese or English or Dutch or whatever, right? So you can do that as well, but you need the pro version. But for me, my language is just English, so I'm going to select English, and there's no translation. So we click on create, and it's going to add all of the captions to your video. It may take some time, so what I'm going to do now is go silent. So when I edit this video, it'll cut out this part. So that's done. Alright, so it won't let me go back to basics, so I have to go back and select everything again. So you just hold down your left key stroke on your mouse and then drag to the left over the top. As you can see what I'm doing here. Captions, here we go. This is what we want. We just want templates. So we want templates, that's what we want. Alright, so this is the one I wanted here. I wanted white and green. That's what I wanted. So we'll get rid of this other thing that's popped up at the top here. I don't know why it keeps putting text at the top, but no need to worry about that. So now our captions are back to the way we want it.
Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how to back up and restore your OBS settings. So the first thing you need to do.
So as you can see, it's a little bit delayed because it's got a lot to process at the moment, and I'm also recording in OBS, so everything's a little bit lagged, but I think you can understand.
OBS software.
So what I'll do now is I'm happy with the video. So the video has everything that I want in it. There's no mistakes. Everything's great. Has everything, right? So what we want to do right now is name it. So at the top here, the file at the moment is called 407. So we want to name this how to back up and restore OBS settings. Alright, so we've named it. Now we want to go over here to export. It will give us some preferences here for what we want to do, where we want to put the folder, the file, you know, whether we want it in 60 FPS. I want it in 60 FPS. I always like 60 FPS. Bitrate recommended. I recommend you use recommended because it'll still give you good quality. You can select whatever you want here, you know, up to 4K. You can select what format you want it in, movie or MP4. I reckon you go with MP4 because everything, basically every platform accepts MP4. And then we want to export it to a specific file. So just going to quickly get into my file system. All right, so I'm in my file system. So what I'm doing right now is I'm creating, well, it's asked me to select the folder. I'm creating a new folder and I'm going to call it how to backup and restore OBS settings. Alright, so select that folder and that's where it's going to save the file. Actually, one more thing we want to do is we want to call it finished. Oh my god, I can't spell finished. Why can't I spell finished, man? What is going on? Finish. There we go. Alright, so select that, put it in finished, and we will export. And this will take a while. It's going to take a little while because it's got a lot of different things that we've put into the video, but it is relatively fast.
Go to File, click on Show Settings.
Right, so you can see here, it's brought me to a screen after I've exported. What you can do is you can share to TikTok. So you can select your aspect ratio. It's still generating the aspect ratio for the TikTok, so you know that can take some time, but you can select either to share to directly share to YouTube or TikTok. You can add your title here. You can make it private, you make it private or whatever. Here you can run a copyright check to make sure there's not going to be any copyright problems, copyright infringements on your video. Yeah, I've got the file saved to my folder, so I don't actually need to share to YouTube this way. What I want to do is access the folder and then upload it. So I'll give you a quick preview of the video so you can see the finishing product.
Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how to back up and restore your OBS settings. So the first thing you do is you open up your OBS software, go to File, click on
so you can see all the captions at the bottom. They look great.
Then all you need to do is click at the top.
There's the arrow.
This file here, OBS-Studio, should be highlighted.
There's the arrows again, and the click. You can hear the click.
Right here, or that's already there. Or you can just delete that. And then if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.
So as you can see, there was a bit of a transition there. Let's look at that again. The smiley face was there.
And then if you like this video,
there's the transition. There's the smiley face tracking my hand, and there's the subscribe thing. So yeah, it all worked out pretty great. Short video, 1:50. I can add that to my YouTube channel. So yeah, after creating this gaming video, I actually moved files around in my file system, in my folders and everything. So it can't find all of the videos again. So what I need to do is, if I want to re-edit this whole thing, I have to find all of the files again in the file system. So I'm pretty sure that it was under LPM, which is my clan on Hardline, and then it was Funny Moments, and it was in here under recordings. So we'll find those ones. So as you can see, all these videos are coming back now, so it's found most of them, but for the clips, I also need to find the clips. So we'll need to go back. Luckily, I've named all of my folders properly, so we'll go back and find all of the clips now as well. And you'll see here, it should find, see, it's found all of the files again, and now I can re-edit, go back to the editing of my video. Now, you won't normally need to do this unless you move all of your files. You should, before you create your project in CapCut, best thing to do is to order all of your files and folders for your recordings. I'll show you what I've done. What I've done here, right, is I've named the title of the video into a folder, and then I've put it in another subfolder called Funny Hardline Moments, right? So then I've named the title of the video so I know which one it is. And then within the title of the video folder, I've named each individual one, and I've organized all of my videos into 4 categories. First of all, this is for gaming videos, right? I've organized them into clips. This is the finish. So this is after exporting, editing everything in CapCut. This is the folder I save the main video to, which is finished. So usually there's only one folder in there, one file in there. And then these are your recordings. So all of these recordings are what you've done through your studio and your capture card and everything like that, and in your video. So everything is done through OBS. I do everything through OBS, and they're all my recordings. So whatever you've recorded whether you've recorded on your camera or this is your original content, whatever you've recorded with. That's where your recordings go to. So you create a recordings folder. So that's usually where you drag everything from into CapCut, from your recordings, and then you edit it from there. Now, if you're using Trigger, the Hype Trigger software, which is I've got a video about that if you check my YouTube channel, Hype Trigger. The video title is called "How to Clip Any Gaming Video Free." I think that's what it's called. So from that piece of software, what I do is I clip everything out of my gaming content, and then all of this stuff gets clipped. All of my kills, everything gets clipped, and then I drag that in as a montage or something like that if I'm creating a montage. But for this video, I did a bit of a montage and a bit of a funny video at the same time. And then you've got all of your shorts. So you just click here, AI Clip Shorts, and drag your long form content into there, and it will create a whole heap of shorts for you. For the free version, you've got, like, I don't know, I think for me I got 2 hours 53 minutes on my pro version, so I'm not sure if that increases, but I think you get 180 minutes of long videos to turn into short videos free every month. And so yeah, I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching, and if you made it to the end of the video, you're friggin' awesome, and get editing, man. Go do it. You'll enjoy it.